Is it good?
Yeah, you're good.
Is it good? Okay. My name's Shondiin Mayo. I'm a sophomore here at NAU. My major is theater with an emphasis in performance, and my minor is now creative media and film. I am from Stevens Village, Alaska. My hometown is comprised of about 45 people. It's along the Yukon River, or in the traditional dialect of my people, it's called Dinyi, which means the place of the people, and it's along the Yukon River, like I said before. And the Yukon River in the traditional dialect is called the Yukina, which means the large one, and it's a huge body of water that flows through Alaska, and it brings salmon and chum salmon, and that's what my people depend on during the summer. But it's comprised of about 45 people. The only way to the village is by boat on the Yukon River, or by snow machining or dog mushing in the winter on the frozen Yukon River, or even by air by a bush plane. There's no road there, but there are roads within the village, and there's a post office. There's a lot of cabins here and there, and there's an airport. It's really isolated. The nearest community is about like 40 or 50 miles away by boat. So, my mother is Navajo and she's from this area, and I decided to come to NAU not only to further myself academically, but culturally as well. I wanted to come back here to my second home to further learn about myself and other tribes as well. I'm Navajo, and by coming to NAU, I learned my traditional introduction and just basic things such as like weaving and all of that. And when I was younger, I was always sent out here to the reservation to my grandmother's house. During the summer and winter breaks, I would just be dropped off. And my grandmother would only speak Navajo to me, so when I was younger, I could understand her. But after a couple of years, I didn't get dropped off anymore, so after that, I was like, oh. What I miss most about Alaska would be the people, water, the environment as well. I truly miss my friends as well as my family and my elders, because they speak a different language. Not only they speak English, but they speak a different slang, I guess, and we have jokes in between, and it's hard to explain when something slips out, when I say like lower 48 or muktuk, or if I say something like really stupid, like no one will understand it. I'm like, oh no, I slipped out, I'm so sorry. But then I would have to explain it, and it's sort of exhausting to explain one thing after the other. Then I can't like really connect with anyone else because Alaska seems so far away, and it's kind of, I have to ground myself again if I FaceTime my family and friends back in Alaska, because I'm home again, and it's something that I truly miss, and I'm really excited to go back home for Christmas break just to be around other people like me, and also to eat traditional foods such as muktuk, salmon, aguduk, or anything like that. Or in the snow. I miss the snow too. So. What I love most about Flagstaff would be the hiking trails and the environment as well. I love how Flagstaff is really similar to where I'm from. There's a lot of trees, there's a lot of mountains, and the elevation is very different, but it's something that challenges myself, I guess, in a way. But it's one of the things I like about Flagstaff is that I could train if I wanted to run, or even train for the Alaska Native Games. I could train at a higher level of elevation, and I really love hiking, so I like hiking without being eaten by a bear, so that's really nice. I also love the people and how they're sort of similar to Alaska in the way that they're very understanding, and it's a unique college town here. College life, it's going. I'm a sophomore now. I kind of am surprised. I mean, freshman year, I was like, oh, I guess I'm in college now, and it was like a month into college, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then this year, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in college again, and I'll be in college for 2 more years. I don't know, it's really interesting because I'm growing as a person, and I'm learning how to be an adult. moving from a freshman dorm to a apartment dorm sort of was a big transition for me. I know my first day here, it was like when you spend the night at a friend's house, but you don't know them too well, and then you wake up and then you kind of like sit there quietly and you watch TV in their living room and you're like, oh, okay, what do I do now because my friend is still sleeping? It was like that. So when I first woke up here, I was like, oh, I don't want to disturb my three other roommates and make myself cereal. So I waited until they all woke up, and then I finally went out of my room and I was like, guess I gotta cook now because I'm by myself. And then it was so awkward. But I'm learning how to just cook for myself and how to budget too. But academically, my classes my classes are everywhere because I switched my major so many times and my minor so many times that I'm still exploring as a college student. Well, my friends in Alaska, I don't have a lot. I mean, a lot of people know me, but I don't have like a big group of friends. I only have 2 really good friends back in Alaska, and one of them is really outgoing, and he's born on the same day as me. He's my best friend, and we're very much similar, so I guess you could say I have a twin up there. But my other best friend, she's more reserved, but she's a year younger than me, but she's more wise than me, which isn't surprising because I'm not as wise. Anyways, but she really grounds me and she motivates me, and I'm like her mentor, but we're friends, and it's really nice to have her around. But here down in Flagstaff, my friends all kind of vary. Like I have a lot of friend groups that are everywhere, but I don't have like super close friends because it's only my second year down here. But through the process of joining clubs and just being like, hey, I'm Shondiin, I'll be your friend now. It's kind of like that, but I have a lot of friend groups that kind of differ within ethnicities or studies or even ages. A lot of my friends that I call kind of like my close friends down here, they taught me a lot of res jokes, and they taught me a lot of like stupid stuff, and they really make me laugh, and it's a good laugh. So my friends here in Flagstaff, they're a lot of different friend circles. All of them differ within age, ethnicities, or studies. But my friends that I like to hang out or spend time most with is my friends that are within the same age range as me. And they come by the NAC and my work often, so it's nice to see them because they taught me a lot of reservation jokes, and they kind of taught me how to navigate the indigenous cliques or circles within NAU and how to navigate myself through there. But they also kind of get my humor, and it's really nice to laugh with them. It's good medicine to laugh with them. Do you want me to bring out my jar of salmon? Okay. Oh, I like to eat a lot of fruit, so I have a lot of fruit stuff. Anyway, that's not part of the plan, but it was hidden inside my fridge. Okay, so one of my favorite foods is salmon. So this is called like strips of salmon, and I actually caught this fish and I filleted it and I smoked it with my dad and my brother, and this is king salmon, or in our language it's called gath, which means the salmon that comes after the other salmon, because there's 5 types of salmon. I really like it because it's very savory and it's really fishy, and it has a lot of omega-3s. I like the way that my mom prepares it as well. She taught me how to, after the smoking process, she taught me how to jar it and preserve it, and I like the flavors that she used. And it really reminds me of home and where I come from. My favorite food. I like chicken nuggets. I didn't really start liking chicken nuggets until I started coming down here to Flagstaff. Chicken nuggets are super good. And there's chicken nuggets. Sean, you remind me of Michael Myers in the Halloween movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! So I have this friend, and he invites me to eat lunch at Denny's.
Yeah.
And one time I offered him a cheaper value of the same hamburger, and it's the same size every day. We eat at Denny's almost. And that's when I started liking chicken tenders because I got tired of the hamburger that he always eats. So I decided to have chicken nuggets, and it was so good, just so savory. So Flagstaff, just so good. So that's my favorite food here in Flagstaff.
Chicken nuggets?
Yeah.